Ante Razov for CroatianSports.com here with Ante Razov, the current U18 coach of LA Galaxy. Last we left you wrote a nice little piece for us after Euro 2012, but now you're coaching the U18s here at Galaxy. And you did the 15s and the 16s earlier. How's the season going so far, and what are you taking away from it?
The season's progressing pretty well. You know, we have a top group here, returning U16 national championship team, so the base is pretty good. We're always looking for new players constantly to fit the profile of the club. In terms of winning and losing, we're on top of the division, but we don't really stress that. As Galaxy players, the commitment to win should always be there. That is a non-negotiable type deal, but it's more about the development and teaching them how to actually play properly. And so that part goes well. You know, we do 3 sessions a night, and we start with the youngers and work our way up so you can see the progression. We push kids up. We have younger kids training with the older kids that have some talent, and so it's very gratifying at the end of the day to see them get better.
Yeah, we were at your practice right now. You guys went nonstop for 2 straight hours. Now you're a coach on these after you've played your career in the MLS. U.S. coach Jurgen Klinsmann said years ago when he first came to the States that the worst thing he saw with American players was first touch. How can you comment on that?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's it's a valid comment. Technique is very important. I think we're still a country that's emerging technically. It's not something that comes natural to most Americans, and so it's something you have to work on. You have to create an environment. That's our biggest challenge here, is creating an environment where the kids are challenged every night and they push themselves, and where we can really see in these tight moments them develop. And so that's repetition. Much of what we do is repetition over and over and over until you master something.
You worked your way up the ranks since you were a kid here in the States. What do you have to say to all these younger players and these parents that want their players to go big but have to kind of funnel through the youth systems right now in the United States?
It's a complicated system here for sure. I think a big aspect that has to get sorted out is education is very important here in the States, and we cannot deny a child any kind of education that desires that they have. Unfortunately, the rest of the football world, they don't stress college, and so in my personal opinion, college is detrimental to the development of the players, because those are crucial years where they should be playing close to first-team football or reserves. And you know, they train 3 months out of the year over there, and 9 months they're doing what kids do in college, which is probably not the best football training stuff. But so it's a balance, and so we try to push the kids on that we think that are of the profile of the club, that possibly have some talent, and the rest usually get a D1 scholarship. So I think we're in a win-win here, but there's definitely a balance between the two.
And what's next for you? What's your plan next 5-6 years here? Do you want to go long run in the MLS? What are you looking to do? What should we expect from you, from Mr. Ražov, the next couple of years?
Yeah, no, it's a process. You know, I've enjoyed the youth development part. I think most coaches, I read in Sir Alex Ferguson's book, he says take the time, work with children. You'll learn a lot about the game, and you know, it's one step. Obviously, the goal is to get into a first team, whether it's here or overseas. But that is my goal, and I can see myself definitely at one of those places.
And let me get you out of here on this question. Now you still have your team to tend to. I know you follow the U.S. team. I know you still follow the Croatian team very closely. What are your thoughts after the World Cup? I mean, we didn't play well in the group stage, and how do you feel about us moving forward to Euro 2016 in the next 2 years with our current crop of players?
I mean, I think certainly the finish in the World Cup was a little disappointing in terms of that. But you know, you lost to a Mexico team that really caught fire in the tournament at the right time for them and at a wrong time for Croatia. But you know, the talent is there. They just got to. Everyone's got to get on board with whatever the coach's philosophy is. And I think they've had some decent games. I watched some of the qualifiers. I watched the game in Bulgaria. I still think there's a little bit of cohesion that needs to happen, and roles in the team have to be more clearly defined. But again, I always say, unless we're there on the inside, we really don't know what's going on, but the talent is certainly there.
Cool. Ante, thank you as always, and all the best moving forward in the future for you.
Thanks, man.